we're going to put the number lines right on the problem set. So when I make the number line, make sure you put it down close to the problems below. And look how long I made it. That's long. So I want to take it from the edge of the paper all the way to the B, even with the B. And then I'm going to duplicate it and put it over here also. No, you'll have to draw it twice. Well, sorry. But do you see how I left room for my problem, the 4 equal signs? Yeah. Okay. All right, so the first one, looks like they have 1 equal sign for us, don't they? You just need 3 more. Okay, stay with me. First thing I do is what? Dara, what do I do first? Oh, I said I wasn't going to ask that anymore because it's too easy now, isn't it? So separate your whole numbers from your fractions. Okay, now tell me the next step, Dara.
2 plus 1 is 3.
How many times do I write it?
2.
You're close.
3.
3 times.
And then 1, 4, and 1, 3.
I'm about to write too large, aren't I? Good. Okay, common denominator for 4 and 5. You ready yet? 20. So go ahead and help me fill that in. You ready yet? Okay, so multiply by 5, multiply by 4. So the answer, Elkin, 5 plus 4 is 9/20ths. Looks to me like it's not more than 1 whole, is it?
Yeah.
So I can just go ahead and write my answer, 3 9/20ths, and circle it. Okay, highest number on the number line, Elkin. Four. Forgot my star. Okay. George A, what do I do next?
Jump in with 2.
Okay, land on 2. Add 2. Cadence?
Yes.
The second number I write on the number line?
3.
Good. And I'm adding how many?
1.
1. So I've got the 2, I've got the 1, I'm ready for 1/4. Emily, let's just eyeball it. Let's not put 4 tick marks on there. Emily. So where do you think 1/4 would be? Here's half. 1/4 is half of half. And what do I write above it? Good. Okay, skipping over to my next step, Chloe. Got to find my answer. So 3 9/20ths. What's half of 20? 10. So if 10 is here and half, where would 9 be? In front or behind it?
Behind it.
Behind it. So 3 9/20ths. And Josue, what fraction do I write above that bunny hop? Plus 1/5. You, right there, move over here to this table. Emiliano, move. Okay, so how do you feel about that?
Good.
Except for the number line, give me a fist of 5 on solving the problem. Just the problem.
Oh.
Feeling pretty good about the problem. The number line is still giving us trouble. Maybe. Okay, let's do the next one. Now this one's the exact same, except for the numerators are different. So instead of ones, we've got a 3 and a 2. So it's going to be very similar. First thing, separate your whole numbers from your fractions. Whoops. Okay. Lexi, what do I do next?
You add 2 plus 1 is 3.
How many times do I write it?
3 times.
Good. Abdiel,
Yellow.
what's my common denominator?
20.
Dara, what's my next step?
4 times 5.
Good.
And then times 4.
Good. So 3 times 5 is?
15.
Plus,
8.
okay, 15 plus 8, Abdiel.
23.
Good. So 23 twentieths. Is that more than one whole?
Yes.
Okay. So you ready to tell me what to do next?
You're gonna 3 plus 20 and 3
So that equals 3 plus 1 whole.
4 and 3 20.
Good. Circle that for your answer. Highest number on the number line, Jair.
5.
Flying and land on what for me?
2.
Cadence, what's the next number I write on my number line? 3. That is plus what? Okay, do I need a whole number?
Yes.
What is it?
4.
Good. Okay, so I've got the 2, I've got the 1, I'm ready for the 3/4. George V. Tick marks. How many? 3. How many do I have?
2.
I don't know, it says 3/4.
Oh.
3.
So 3/4. Good. So now, Beverly, what comes next? The final fraction or the answer?
Find the answer.
The answer. Because it's too hard to add 2/5 to where we ended up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now I mark the answer 3/20. What's half of 20?
10.
10. So 3, if this is half, 10 would be like right here. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and write it, and then I'm just going to circle it. Okay, next step, Emily. Hop to the answer. And what do I add? 2/5. So let's check it. I have the 2, the 1, the 3/4, the 2/5, and the answer. Okay? So let's try the next one. Try the next one on your own. You're going to need 3 equal signs. 3 more equal signs. First thing, separate whole numbers from your fractions, and then go through the steps and see how you do. Okay, so go ahead and check your answer with mine. Hopefully I didn't mess up.
No, I got the same answer.
Okay.
Same.
So let's talk about the number line. Don't forget your star. Highest number on the number line, class.
4. 1.
Okay, fly in and land on
1.
1.
Plus 1.
I'm going to pull sticks. Elkin, what's the next number I write?
3.
Good.
And plus
Plus 2. Lexi, should I eyeball 1/5?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so come and point to where you think it might be. So we're just eyeballing it. We're doing our best guess. I agree. So that is plus 1/5. Chloe, what comes next? The answer or the final fraction?
The final
The answer comes next. What's my answer?
3.
Okay, so what's half of 15?
7 and 1 half.
7 and 1.
7.5, which we would never put on top of a fraction, okay? But we can think about it in terms of the halfway between mark. So if this is 7.5 right here, where would 8 be?
Right
next
Right
to it.
beside it,
Yeah.
okay? So this is 3 and 8/15ths. And we're adding, what's the last fraction?
1/3.
1/3. Okay. Same thing again. The only thing that's different, you've got 2's instead of 1's. Try this one on your own.
Yeah, that's easy.
Okay, so 6 and 1/15. It was 5 plus 1 whole plus 1/15. How'd you do?
Good. Good.
Okay, highest number on the number line cadence. Past 6.
Oh, I mean 7.
7. Very good. Oh, my star. Okay. Fly in and land on what, George A?
4.
4. Miliano, what's the next number I write on the number line?
5.
Good. What do I add?
Plus 1.
Josue, what do I need to do next? I do, but before I can do 2/3, what do I need here? A 6, okay? So 2/3, 2 tick marks, 2 bunny hops. Okay, I know. Cadence, I pulled your stick again.
Okay.
What do I do next?
Then you'll mark your number. I mean,
Mark your answer. 1/15, do you agree, like right here?
Yes.
Okay. Should I just go ahead and circle it?
Yes. And then
Okay.
hop. And then
Hop to
put
that.
2/5.
Add 2/5.
Sorry.
I know. Look at E. We'll do E together, then I'm going to have you do F on your own because we just have 4 problems until you have to do the problem set on your own, okay? I mean the exit ticket. All right, so first step on this one is Josue. What do I do first?
Put 3 plus 4.
Okay. 3 plus 4 in parentheses. And
And 1/3 plus 1/5 of 5 cents.
good. Okay. Next step, George A.
Add the 3 plus 4 and then put 7 plus all of them.
Good. So you're going to add 3 plus 4, then write 7 plus all the way down. All right, next step is cadence.
Okay, then you put, yeah, and then make the line. And then put your 2 fractions.
Good. What's my common denominator, Cadence?
21.
Good. George B., do you want to close the door, please? All right, next person is Miguel. Do you remember what we do next, Miguel?
We 3 times 7 equals 21, so we put 7 on the first one,
Good,
and on the second one you put 3.
good. So 1 times 7 is,
7
5 times 3 is 15. 7 plus 15, Eurydia, what is it? 22. So we have 22 21sts, right? Okay. So 22 is larger than 21. We have more than one whole. So we'll take out one whole. Remember to rewrite your 7. Okay, Eurydia, what's one whole?
21, 21
Good. Plus how many more?
plus 1.
Good. And I'm kind of out of room, so I'm going to write my answer way over here. Okay? So 7 plus 1 whole plus 1 21st.
8 and 1.
Good. And I'm going to circle my answer. Okay, that part's, I think you understand it, don't you? Okay. So the next person is Elkin. Elkin, what's the largest number on my number line here? 9. What do I fly in and land on, Elkin? 3. Okay. The next number, George V, that I write on the number line, what is it? 7. Awesome. What do I add?
Plus 4.
Good. Emiliano, do I need another whole number before I can add my fractions?
Yes.
Yes, what whole number do I need?
8.
8. Okay, so I have the 3, I have the 4, I'm ready for 1/3. Emiliano, tell me how I do 1/3 here.
Do 2
2 tick marks. Good. Awesome. Jesus, do you remember what I do next? It's been a couple days.
5 7.
That's close. How do I know where to stop for 5 7s? At the answer. Okay? So the answer of 8 and 1 21st, get that on there. Then you can hop to that and add 5 7s. Very good. Okay. So now what I want you to do, I'm going to push pause while you do the next one all on your own. Okay? And then we'll check it together. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so first thing I want you to check on your answer is, do you have 4 things above the number line?
Yes.
Okay. You also want to check to see that you added 18 plus 14 correctly, and that you had 1 whole plus 11 21st.
Yes.
Okay? So if you made a mistake, fix it now, and let's try not to make the same mistake next time.
The only thing I forgot to do is put my star.
Yeah, I know, I don't have a star either.
By the number.
Yes.
I
Now-
put star too.
Some kids skipped the first fraction on the exit ticket today, so be careful that you put all the numbers on there. There's 2 whole numbers and 2 fractions. Okay? So, Jesus, where was your mistake? Number line or problem? Number line, okay, all right. And what mistake did you make?
I put the 5s on
So you wrote the 5 down here.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what you got to remember. The second row is the second number from the left. Okay? And you don't want to skip, you don't want to switch that around. You just want to keep them in order. So if 6/7 is first, you write it down first. Does that make sense? Okay, let's keep going. We're going to go to the next page. We'll practice G together, and you can do H on your own. They're very similar. G, I want you to just circle G. It's pretty important for the exit ticket. The first one on the exit ticket is just like this. And I'll talk about that in a minute, okay? We're going to work through this one together. So the first step, Emily, what do I do?
15 plus 3.
Okay. And
1/5 plus 5/8.
good. And keep those fractions in the correct order. Because less than 11 is going to be subtraction. Okay? Cadence. What's my next step?
Bring the fractions down. I mean, put 18 plus 18.
Good. 18 plus
18 plus.
all the way down on all three.
And then move the fractions down.
Okay, so then bring my fractions down. Okay. Abdiel,
Hello.
what's the common denominator for 5 and 8?
40.
40. There's not a smaller one either.
So the test is like that?
No. Okay, so 5 times what, Abdiel?
8.
Good. And the next one?
5.
Good. So for me, I have 25 plus 8,
33.
33. So this is the part that I want to talk to you about right here. Is 33/40 more than one whole?
No.
So we're done.
Yeah.
We'll just write the answer. The first one on your exit ticket is like that. It's the fraction is less than one whole. So this number line is going to help you a lot, okay? The highest number on my number line, Dara, is
20.
no,
19.
19. Okay? Dara, what do I fly in and land on?
15.
15. Okay. Jesus, what's the second number from the left that I'm going to write on the number line? Remember, it's in the second row. 18. Now, what do I add, Jair?
3.
Add 3. So here's what I have. I have the 15. Whoops. I have the 3. I'm ready for the 1/5. But I'm going to eyeball it. You want to know why? Because I've got to stick 5/8 right after it between 18 and 19. This is how it will be on your exit ticket also. The numbers will be different, but you'll have to put 2 fractions between 2 whole numbers. Okay? All right. So 1/5 I'm going to eyeball. That right there? Now my next step is, Beverly, what's my next step?
The next step is to do
The answer. Okay? To figure out how far 5/8 is, we'll put the answer on. So 33/40. What's half of 40? 20. So here would be 20. 33, what do you think about here?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and write 18 and 33/40. And then hop to that. Jesus, what are we adding? What do I add up above? I've got the 15, I've got the 3. I've got the 15, I've got the 3, I've got the 1/5. What do I need? No.
Oh, the 15.
5/8. Okay, 5/8. Forgot to circle my answer, didn't I? Okay, same thing. I'm going to pause it. Your denominator's the same. And I want you to try the next one on your own. Okay? Okay, take a look at the answer. I wrote it in red. First thing I want you to check. Do you have 4 numbers above your number line? 15, 5, 5/8, 2/5. Forgot my star again, didn't I? Okay. Do you have 20 plus, and then you got 41/40 and 1 whole plus 1/40 equals 21 and 1/40?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to skip over to the exit ticket. Hey, Sue, I'm going to have you watch the video.
No, I got it right.
You got it right? Okay. So you want to go ahead and try your exit ticket, and then if you
Yeah.
have trouble, we'll go to the video. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so skip over to the exit ticket. You have lots of room at the bottom, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have as much room as you do, but I'm going to give you an idea, all right? So let's go ahead and put your 4 equal signs on both problems. And then skip way down, not all the way, but maybe halfway, and make a number line that's big. That'll be easier, won't it? And write a 1 beside it, because you can put number 1 on that number line. Okay, yeah, across the whole thing. Make a big one. It's easier to make a big one, don't you think? Okay, then skip down a little bit further. Obviously, I don't have room to skip down, do I? But skip down quite a bit further and make a second number line and write a 2 beside it. Now remember, number 1 is a lot like G that we just did. Number 2 is a lot like H that we just did. Okay? Here's the thing. This is actually a test for me today. Am I finished teaching you this concept, or do I need to figure out a better way to do it? Okay?
I think you're.
So here's what I want you to do. There's absolutely no help. I'm not helping you. Please don't help each other, because I want an accurate measure of if you can do this or not. Okay? Bring it to me when you're finished, and then you can get on Zern. If you're tired of IXL, read your book after you're done with Zern. Okay? All right, good luck.